When I first started dating Mia, I genuinely believed she was the one. She was kind, driven, and full of energy. We met through mutual friends, and everything between us just clicked. During that first year, we were practically inseparable. She used to call me her rock, and I truly believed every word. But people change, or maybe they eventually show their true selves. Over time, something in her started to shift. The woman who used to text me good morning every single day before work suddenly took hours to reply. Our weekends, once filled with plans and laughter, slowly turned into her being too busy. Gym sessions, parties, late-night work events, excuse after excuse. I tried to stay patient. I told myself she needed room to breathe, that her job was demanding, that not everything had to revolve around us. But deep down, I knew something was wrong. One Friday night, she texted saying she'd be working late. I offered to bring her dinner, thinking it might be a nice surprise. She quickly replied, "No, it's fine. I'll eat with coworkers." Her tone fell off. I asked who she was eating with, and she said, "Just the team, nothing special." But my gut told me otherwise. Later that night, unable to shake the feeling, I drove past her office. The parking lot was nearly empty, and her car wasn't there. My heart sank. I didn't confront her. I just went home and waited. Around midnight, she texted, "Just got home. Exhausted. Talk tomorrow." I didn't reply. The following weeks played out the same way. More excuses, more canceled plans, more distance. I started to feel like a stranger in my own relationship. One evening, I finally asked, "Mia, are you seeing someone else?" She rolled her eyes and said, "You're being paranoid. Stop acting crazy." I didn't argue, but after that, I started paying closer attention. Then came the night that changed everything. It was a Saturday. We had dinner plans. An hour before, she called and said, "Sorry, can't make it. Something came up." I asked what, and she simply said, "Busy tonight, talk later." Then she stopped replying altogether. Moments later, she sent another text, "Can't talk, busy tonight." I stared at the screen for a while, then smiled. I typed back just 2 words. "Same here." I set my phone down and went out. I met some old friends I hadn't seen in months. We laughed, ate, and I posted a simple photo on social media. Nothing flashy, just me smiling with people who actually wanted me around. Not long after, my phone started lighting up. Mia was calling nonstop. Then came the text. "Who are you with? Why aren't you answering? Why did you post that?" I ignored them all. Funny how suddenly, she wasn't too busy anymore. The next morning, she showed up at my apartment, looking angry but uneasy. "Why didn't you pick up last night?" she demanded. I calmly reminded her, "You said you were busy, so was I." She froze, then tried to laugh it off, saying she'd just gone out with friends. I nodded. "That's fine. You're free to do what you want. So am I." For once, she had no comeback. She glanced around my apartment, maybe expecting to see someone else. There wasn't anyone. But I didn't need anyone there to make my point. From that day on, everything shifted. Suddenly, she was the one chasing, calling every morning, sending long texts full of apologies and explanations. But the harder she tried, the more I realized how drained I was. One evening, she showed up with dinner, hoping to make peace. "I know I've been distant," she said, "but you have to believe me, nothing happened." I looked at her for a long moment before replying, "Maybe nothing happened yet, but it could have, and that's enough for me." She started crying, saying she didn't want to lose me, but emotionally, I was already gone. Trust doesn't shatter all at once. It burns out slowly, piece by piece, until there's nothing left to save. A week later, I told her I needed space. "Is this the end?" she asked. I said quietly, "Maybe. Or maybe it's just the start of me remembering what I'm worth." Months went by. I focused on myself, my peace, my work, my own life. I learned that silence carries more weight than anger ever could. Sometimes, the best revenge is showing someone that their absence doesn't destroy you. It liberates you. One day, she texted again. She said she missed me. I replied, "Hope you're doing well." She tried to keep the conversation going, but I didn't. That was the last time we spoke. Looking back, I realized that the night she texted, "Can't talk, busy tonight," was the exact moment I stopped chasing people who treated me like an option. And when I replied, "Same here," it wasn't just a message. It was a promise to never again wait around for someone to make time for me. Because when someone truly cares, they never need to be reminded to.